Breaking news in the Bronx. This is Bronx Fan Central.
How much longer were we supposed to pretend everything was fine behind home plate? How much longer, Bronx Nation? Because I'm done watching zero production come out of that position. Let's talk about the obvious thing that took way too long to be recognized. The New York Yankees are 2 months away from the August trade deadline. And look, finally, it seems like Brian Cashman woke up to one of the biggest holes on this roster. Catcher. Because this can't continue, guys. You can't compete for Title 28 with Austin Wells and J.C. Escarra giving you literally nothing offensively. We've got Aaron Judge. We've got pitching. But behind the plate, complete wasteland. According to sources close to the front office, the Yankees are targeting Christian Vázquez from the Houston Astros. Vázquez, 35 years old, is a two-time World Series champion, and his contract expires at the end of this season. Houston is sitting in 4th place in the AL West, 8 games under .500. In other words, they could become sellers. And Vázquez, who splits time with Yainer Diaz, might be exactly what we need. Right-handed bat. Veteran. Clutch. Solid defense. Everything this team is missing. Look at the numbers from our catchers so far, Bronx Nation. Wells and Escarra combined are hitting .165 or worse, 4 combined home runs, 13 RBIs, and a negative WAR of -0.2. Negative. That's not just bad, it's catastrophic. Now compare that to Vázquez. .247, 311.314, .311, 412/line, 4 home runs, 16 RBIs, 1.0 WAR. And here's what's really interesting. His strikeout rate is 15.7%, the best of his career. Wells, 25.2. Escarra, 23.2. Completely different level, people. I know what you're thinking. Ryan, the guy is 35 years old. He's not the same Vázquez from 2019 when he hit 23 home runs for the Boston Red Sox. And you're right, he's not. But we don't need an MVP catcher. We need someone who ISN to black hole offensively. Someone who can frame pitches, who has playoff experience, who bats right-handed to balance out our lefty-heavy lineup. Vázquez gives you exactly that. Elite defense, 2 double plays turned in 237 innings, only 0 errors since last season. He knows how to control a game. That's something we simply don't have right now. And there's one stat that really caught my attention: framing. Vázquez ranks 13th among 59 qualified catchers in framing runs saved, according to Baseball Savant. Wells is actually 3rd with 4 framing runs saved, which is honestly surprising. But Escarra, 33rd, 0, nothing. And here's my red on it, Bronx Nation. Wells may still have defensive upside, but offensively he completely collapsed. Vázquez comes in to be the starter, to catch Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, and Clark Schmidt in the biggest games, to provide that stability this team is missing. Because when you've got Judge carrying the offense by himself and zero production behind the plate, you are begging to get eliminated in October. Now, let's talk about the COST. To land Vázquez, the Yankees would likely have to give up Brendan Beck, the organization's number 21 prospect, a 27-year-old right-handed pitcher. Beck had a solid 2025 season between AAA and AA, 13 wins, 5 losses, a 3.36 ERA, and 123 strikeouts. He even got called up recently and faced the Texas Rangers. He didn't dominate, but he showed potential. And this is where I stand. Make this trade. Cashman. Make it now. Because is Beck good? Yes. But the starting rotation is already Sratu. We've got Carlos LaGrange, Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, and Cade Cunningham emerging in the system. Beck doesn't have a clear path here. You know who does need a spot. A catcher who isn't an offensive black hole. Simple as that. You trade uncertain future value for an immediate solution. It's painfully obvious. Imagine the difference. Bronx Nation. Vázquez catching Cole in a must-win game against the Baltimore Orioles or the Astros in October. Hitting 6th or 7th in the lineup, putting the ball in play, making contact, not striking out every other at-bat. And defensively, controlling the game, calling the right pitches, blocking balls in the dirt. That changes the team. It changes the confidence of the pitching staff. It changes the entire dynamic of the lineup. And look, as a fan, I want to see that. Because I'm tired of accepting mediocrity at such an important position. Tired of pretending everything is okay. Now, of course, there's risk involved. Vázquez becomes a free agent at the end of the year. There's no guarantee the Yankees re-sign him. It could end up being just a 3-month rental. But what if that's exactly what this team needs to reach the World Series? Is it worth it or not, Bronx Nation? I think it is. Because the championship window with Judge in his prime won't stay open forever. The Yankees need to attack Ridge HT now. You can't keep hoarding prospects for a future that may never come. Cashman has to understand that. So now I want to hear from YU Bronx Nation. Do you make this trade? Do you give up Beck to get Vázquez for the rest of the season? Or would you rather gamble on Wells magically improving over the next 2 months? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Because I've already made up my mind. Make the trade. But I want to hear your side too. Let's debate it right now. Look, after years of watching Cashman make questionable decisions, hold on to prospects, and miss championship windows, I just want him to ACT, to recognize the problem and fix it. Does Vázquez fix everything? No. Is he perfect? No. But he's way better than the current disaster. And honestly, that's enough. If you bleed navy blue like I do, leave a like. If you disagree, comment below. And if you want to check out Yankees gear, the links are in the description. See you next time, Bronx Nation.